Nigerians and the international community have hailed the signing of the Not Too Young to Run Act by President Muhammadu Buhari a few weeks ago. But despite the signing, these lawmakers believe that the task of handing over leadership to Nigerian youths will be difficult if certain hurdles are not crossed. However, Speaker Dogara wants the youth to provide solution to the economic challenges and the institutional barriers bedeviling the nation if elected. He warned the youth to stop worshipping older politicians, rather, they should engage in active politics.
This common sense revolution that we have brought into being, the truth is that although we have removed the legal barrier, but there are other barriers that still remain to be conquered in terms of bringing the youth into positions of leadership. I'm happy that the representative of the British High Commissioner spoke about mountains coming in ranges. It's like we've pushed down the most difficult of the mountains, but we still have other mountains to pull down. Mountains of economic barrier, institutional barrier, mountains of capacity in terms of the youth who will occupy these offices. Because the truth must be told, it's not just that youth must be in position of leadership, but we're talking about impacting leadership. When the youth comes, what do they have to offer in terms of deepening our democracy, in terms of advancing our freedoms, in terms of development, which seems to be one of the biggest challenges we have been grappling with.
For his part, the initiator of the bill, Honorable Nwulu, urged the youth to learn from his experience as a young man.
The quest and demand for political inclusion is neither a walk in the park nor a gift issued to qualified and deserving citizens. No, the demand for youth political inclusion is a demand that must be backed by intentional action and the deployment of unconventional tactics for fundraising and building political capital. Young Nigerians must find out what the people need and find ways to build on needs of the people as their power base to negotiate with the political parties. Young Nigerians must realize that politics is local and imbibe the culture of appreciating our local context, which in Nigeria is without doubt structured to favor a select class of political elites that have excluded the youth and, need I add, an enabled patriarchy. However, I believe my story and the story of a number of my colleagues at the National Assembly, who are among the youngest lawmakers and who ran their campaign without riding on the popularity of non-party heavyweights or money bags, is a proof that well-meaning youths with the requisite capacity can actually run and win elections. The question is, are you ready to run?
As the 2019 general elections draws near, the consensus among Nigerians is that older politicians should ensure that youths are given an enabling environment to vie for elective offices in the country. Emmanuel Bagudu, PTV News, Abuja.